guys, I'm Kirsten and today I'm going to answer the 8 most asked questions about reborn baby dolls. So over on Instagram, I asked other collectors, what are you asked the most about reborn dolls? And this is what we all came up with. So what's the first question? What are these dolls for? Well, you know how a pencil has multiple different uses? You can use it to write poetry, you can use it to do your homework, file your taxes, draw a picture, write a fun story. You can use a pencil for all kinds of different purposes. And each person might use a pencil for a different thing. A reborn baby doll, same exact thing. So a lot of people do use reborns for like what mainstream media says reborns are for, which is like infant loss and infertility. But a lot of other people like me just really love baby dolls, or they really love the art. So there's a lot of people who just love the hobby of it, just really love looking at these dolls. For me, one, it's a hobby. I do love dolls and I do love collecting dolls, but I also just really love making YouTube content, and it's been really fun and a great hobby. And the dolls are like a great jumping off point for me to keep making content for you guys. They're also really good at relieving anxiety, and they're great in like nursing homes. They really help people with Alzheimer's and dementia, which is phenomenal. Like, these dolls are for all kinds of things. Teenagers who are having baby fever love reborn dolls too. Like, just so many different type of people love reborn, and that's okay. This is such a great question, and I absolutely love it because so many people are getting scammed, and I don't want you guys to get scammed. If you guys want to learn more about scams, check out this video right here. It's amazing, and you can learn more about scams. But these people are like claiming you can get this absolutely gorgeous reborn doll for $70, and that's just not true. Because a reborn kit, which is how reborns are made, they come from like this white kit with like the head and the limbs, and it's white, no details, no painting, no nothing. You give it to the reborn artist and they can paint it, and it takes them hours, days, weeks, months to paint it. It's a lot of hard work. And these kits can cost anywhere from like $60 to like $400. So when you add up the cost of the kit, the other supplies such as the eyes, the paint, the brushes, the hair, when you add up all those supplies plus the time and amount of effort the artist took, reborn dolls are expensive. I would say the lowest end you can really find for a reborn is probably $200. And then it goes up and up and up, and I've seen reborn dolls go for like $5,000. And that's not even considering silicone dolls that go for a lot more than that. Let's be real here for a second, like totally real, no jokes. This is not an okay question to ask. Just because my life is on YouTube and I put so much of myself out there does not mean that everybody is entitled to every little detail. Now, it is 100% okay to ask questions about things you don't understand. It's okay to ask about reborns and ask why people might collect them. But do not ask for intimate details about someone's life that are very, very personal. Because what if someone has lost a child? They may not want to talk about it. It may be a very it's not a maybe, I am sure. It's a very traumatizing experience that they don't want to talk about to strangers. And even if they haven't, it is still a really awkward and not okay thing to ask someone. Please, don't be rude. Don't go around asking people if they've lost a child or if they're infertile just because they collect dolls. That's really not okay. I am absolutely thrilled and honored that so many of you think I'm as kind and generous as Santa Claus, but I'm also not an old guy. My beard isn't that white, and I'm just not a guy. I'm sorry, I'm not Santa. I also do not have enough money to give each of you any kind of doll. There's a lot of you out there in the world, and just one of me, and I am, while I'm not totally broke, I also don't have $5 million. Sorry, guys. Life is really, really tough and hard and I don't know, stressful, especially in the year 2020. Is it really a waste of money if you're doing something that relieves your anxiety and brings you joy and doesn't really hurt anybody? Like, I just can't see how that's a waste of money. When I was growing up, my dad had a car hobby, and We always had like engine blocks all over our front porch. He was always spending money on our Jeeps. Like, he probably spent thousands and thousands of dollars, like towards the 30 grand or more amount of money on his one single Jeep. Like, he spent so much money, but I don't remember anyone ever going up to him and being like, hey, you're wasting your money. If you're enjoying yourself and not putting yourself into a lot of debt, or if you're able to pay your bills, if you are going into debt and not forcing your family to pay your bills, is it really the end of the world? Like, do what makes you happy. Make sure to do it responsibly, but you do you, boo. Ethan, would you mind hanging out with baby Ethan for a second? Okay, I can take him back now.
No, we're trying to beat our new high score.
Oh, I see. Real talk for a minute, supportive partners do exist. If your partner hates your dolls, and it isn't just like they hate how much money you spend without them knowing, or how much money you don't have and you're spending it, or if it's more than they just find dolls a little creepy. If they are, without a doubt, really just hate you having hobbies or interests outside of them, that's not okay. That is like a red flag for abuse, and take care of yourself, because you matter and you do not deserve to be in a relationship where you are not valued. And it's okay to have hobbies. It's even healthy to have hobbies and interests outside of your partner. What? You can't be serious. Oh my gosh. So you're telling me that the reason she hasn't eaten her bottle, pooped, or cried is she's a doll? No, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's not true. She's a real baby. You're just joking. I've never thought of it as weird. I've always had a lot of fun doing outings, but I've also never been the type to like hold the doll and make it look super real, or just shove it in random strangers' faces without consent. Like, I always try to make the doll look as realistic as I can when I go on outings, so I don't know. I try not to make it weird, but for some people it would definitely like cause a lot of anxiety. I can see that. For me personally, before an outing, especially when it's one like super public, like some of the Disney ones I've done, I definitely get a lot of anxiety, because I know people are gonna be like, is that a doll? Is that real? And then talk to me about it. But at the same time, like, I just try to remember that if I make the doll super realistic looking in their carrier or whatever, they're not gonna be mad when it's a doll, and they're probably gonna just think it's a baby. And also, I'm never gonna see them again, so who cares if they are rude? I'm never gonna see them again, and they're not someone in my life with a ton of importance. So I can definitely understand getting anxiety doing it, but if you do love outings, try to remember that the people you come across who may be rude don't matter. They're not a loved one, and their opinion really has no value. So just let it go, water off a duck's back and slide right off of you. Hopefully I was able to answer your questions, and if I wasn't, make sure to go ask all your other questions down below so me or another Reborn collector can help answer them for you guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and maybe share with your friends if you found this video funny or informative. But if you guys want to see the bonus question, stay tuned after this.
How do Reborn dolls taste? That's a crazy question. I think that's probably the craziest one you've gotten. You don't eat Reborn dolls. They're made by professionals, and they're works of art, and they're really beautiful things, not meant for being eaten, okay? Nobody would eat a Reborn doll. That's just insane.
No dolls were harmed in the making of this feature film. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for supporting me and loving me. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you want to watch more of my videos, I've been trying to up my quality, so maybe they're a little bit better. I should have a video right here in the corner of a page coming up real soon, and then there will also be a bubble with my face on it. Go ahead and hit that bubble and subscribe to me if you haven't already, and maybe watch some more videos. Maybe you'll be surprised and really like what you see. Love you guys!